opportunity to be found at the NSE for all of us. And more importantly, we think that the NSE is at a crucial point in the development of our country to be able to support these sort of opportunities. We can imagine the millions of jobs and billions of investment opportunities that you can unlock by privatizing other Kenyan companies such as KPC, KPA, KCC, and others. Lastly, in conclusion, Your Excellency, I take this opportunity to extend our gratitude and appreciation to your honoring us by attending the listing or event that is taking place today, which my chairman will speak to in a bit more detail. I would like to reiterate our trust in your leadership and, most importantly, the necessary economic reforms that the government is undertaking to support and drive economic growth for the betterment of the lives and livelihoods of the Kenyan people. Here at the NSE, we go by the motto of the famous words by JFK: ask not what you can do for your country, what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mwiti. Next, allow me to call upon Mr. Tom Mulwa, Managing Director, Liaison Group. Let's give him a warm by Dr. Jose Akili. Welcome.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, allow me to stand on all the protocols established. Your Excellency, as you may remember, the period before 2022, our PCS, Honorable Musalia, was on a short sabbatical. I spent a lot of time with him on a game which will remain unnamed for today. But looking back, that game may have inspired the Sukuk we are celebrating today. We tried a little bit to recruit Dr. Chris Kipto, our PS, in our game, but he stuck to his marathon and athletics. But it is just as good. Your Excellency, this game is a game of results. As we say in Kenya, ni game ya matokeo. And I say so, Your Excellency, because when we stood here a few months ago and we promised that the financial services sector in this country can generate at least 500 billion shillings to inspire our socio-economic transformation, we sounded like magicians, but it has come to pass. Your Excellency, we are very clear that through the capital markets authority, through the capital market, we can be able to at least catalyze growth and help our socio-economic transformation. We have asked ourselves a few questions and given ourselves answers at the same time. We, for example, asked ourselves, how can we help PS Inga and his team at the State Department of Housing to scale the housing agenda and de-risk our housing fund? We have also asked ourselves, Your Excellency, how can we help PS Abubakar Hassan to sort out and fund our KIPES initiative and our EPZ initiative and ESZ initiatives through the capital markets and save our exchequer. We have also asked ourselves how we can help PS Patrick Mariru to sort out and scale his institutional housing. More interestingly, Your Excellency, we have also asked ourselves, how can we help our PSS and the leadership in education and healthcare to fund our social plan in both sectors. We have also asked ourselves how we can help PS Kipto to sort out the pending bills. All these, we believe, can be sorted out through the capital markets. They can be sorted out, and we believe, through an off-balance instrument. And so we could be able to complement your initiative to accelerate our socio-economic development. Your Excellency, we followed your the more the merrier. Through this Sukuk, we've been able to democratize the financial services sector by being inclusive to include our Muslim brothers and sisters. The more the merrier. If we have more people on the table, it can only get better. But more importantly, Your Excellency, we agree with you that it is going to be very difficult to achieve our Vision 2030 aspiration with credit costs elevating to the current levels. Through the Sukuk, we've been able to point this at 11.13%, and it can only get to single digits with this kind of initiative. So we thank you very much for this challenge which you gave us a few months ago, and for which we have stood to be counted. Your Excellency, as I conclude, allow me to recognize the teams which made this happen. My leadership and the HESCOM team at Liaison Group, thank you very much. The Liaison Capital Transaction Advisors, Victor Chumo, William Mulwa, and Kevin Kinitu, thank you very much. I had a team of Hanga investors, CPF, Dr. Jose Akili, Timothy Wamboi, and Joe Rono, thank you very much. Your Excellency, I must say we have the most progressive capital markets in this region. Mr. Hugas and the team at CMA have been extremely very supportive, and sometimes even beyond, moving faster than the private sector. I also want to recognize the leadership of Mr. Paul Luso, John Okulo, and the KCB team, our Sharia advisors, Professor Hassan Lassan, Jafar Sheikh, Abdul Malik, and Salim, who are our Sharia advisors. I also want to recognize Sheikh Ibrahim Lathome, the chairman of Sahin Advisory Council, Doreen Odwoga and her partners at KN Law, David Kinyanjui of Ernst & Young and the team, Francis Nasioba of the Lacing team, Robert Dungu and Robert Trustees, CL Group Registrars, Nikki Dhondeka and the team at Cope Trust, Patrick Kariuki and Gen Africa team, Samadha Gera and Kingdom Securities, Abdallah Abdul Marik, Executive Director of Gulf Bank, Steve Mainda, the Chairman of Dubai Islamic Bank, the Chairman and Management of the Retirement Benefits Authority, and the Insurance Regulatory Authority Tool, the Chairman and Managing Trustees of the National Securities Exchange. Finally, Your Excellency, I want to say that we have one very important team, the Dubai Islamic Bank. They have promised to come big and support our initiative in Islamic funding, and we have aligned a very good pipeline for them, Your Excellency, to support your initiative. We are also extremely very happy with our PSS, who apparently, Your Excellency, are cut from the same cloth. Dr. Chris Kipto, Mr. Habubakar Hassan, and PS Hinga are actually stockbrokers and members of this big house. And no wonder it's happening. We have also tried to convert PS Patrick Marilu to our world. So thank you very much indeed, Your Excellency. We shall walk the talk and we shall stand to be counted. Asante sana. I thank you.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, all distinguished guests, the Capital Market Fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it's a profound honor to welcome you again to this momentous occasion as we celebrate a significant milestone for Kenya's financial markets, the listing of the first Sukuk bond in East and Central Africa. The Linzi Sukuk bond of the Nairobi Securities Exchange. This is also a landmark for our pension funds. The Lab Trust Pension Scheme, the County Pension Fund, and the SALI sub-fund, which are Kenya's most venerable pension schemes. I wish to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the SALI Sharia Advisory Board, led by Sheikh Lathome, trustees, and all those who have worked diligently with us to achieve this historic moment. Your Excellency, it's only last year that we had the privilege of hosting you during the launch of the Kenya shilling 7 billion lab trust Imara Hairit, and today we are proud to present another milestone, the Linzi Sukuk bond, which we have achieved through partnership with Liaison Group. In total, we only at CPF Group have actually brought into this market around 10 billion market capitalization. Today, I am proud to present another milestone, the Linzi Sukuk bond, as the anchor investor for this groundbreaking Kenya shillings 3 billion Sukuk issuance. CPF Group is honored to contribute to the expansion of the ethical finance in Kenya. This Sukuk bond not only diversifies our investment portfolio, but also plays a crucial role in supporting affordable housing initiatives for the Kenya Defense Forces. Our commitment to SALI ethical investment principles and sustainable value is unwavering, and we are excited about the future possibilities this product holds for this country. Your Excellency, as mentioned in the past, we are very intentional about contributing to the infrastructure and infrastructural development of this country, of our country. During the last event, we advised that Kenya pension funds with assets under management of over Kenya shilling 1.7 trillion as of December 2023 can contribute to infrastructure development of our country. And today's launch is a proof of concept that pension funds can indeed invest in public infrastructure. The issuance of this Sukuk is targeted towards the development of affordable housing for our Kenya Defense Forces at a competitive internal rate of return for investors. The investors are from our Sharia pension sub-fund, which we are calling SALI, who will receive a profit from the rental lease income over the next 15 years. Your Excellency, at CPF, we have a drive to develop innovative solutions to support the growth and development of our nation. Just recently, we have the development of the county headquarters for Homa Bay, which is currently in progress, on a rent Finance Management Act and the Homa Bay Infrastructure Financing Fund Act that created a charge on the county revenue with Article 207, Article 2A of the Constitution of Kenya. Investment through investment in through issuing another Sukuk bond in the near future to enable us scale model. We intend by this investment by securitizing the investment and through the capital market. And by issuing a Sukuk bond, it will enable us roll over similar investments in other counties. We seek to work with securitization revenue bill, securitization of public revenue bill for consideration by Parliament in order to contract private sector capital for investment into power projects. This model, Your Excellency, for other public infrastructure projects, your government intends to undertake in future as long as there is a clear undertaking to make the standing payments via a secured framework in form of irrevocable standing orders by our Central Bank of Kenya. We wish to further propose that the government puts in place a regulatory framework through an amendment to the Public Finance Management Act and the Central Bank Act in order to allow Central Bank to issue standing orders for public projects so that there's an assurance of payment whenever the government contracts the private sector. We wish to further propose that the government puts in place, this will enable the central bank to function as a fiscal agent for public entities to pay contracted investors. Your Excellency, the second issue I wish to address of importance is that of bending bills. We are affected by bending bills, Your Excellency. For now, the combined bending bills for pension is actually over 80 billion. And this is hurting us seriously. The pension industry is committed to supporting your government to partly resolve this long outstanding challenge which continues to impede the development of our nation. To address this, sir, we wish to advance a model which we believe will resolve this matter. Our proposed solution is modeled around the reverse factoring concept, which is a financial solution that allows suppliers or contractors to receive early payment of their invoices from a financier who purchases the invoices at a discount and offers to wait for the payment from the government. The financial stands between both parties, providing an efficient mechanism for funds flow. The suppliers will benefit from improved working capital and reduced credit risk, while this will ease the government cash flow pressure and improve the business relationship with its suppliers and contractors. For this solution to succeed, sir, the following would be the critical path. There will be a need to generate an audited and clear list of pending bills and receivables for both counties and the national government. 2, CPF and our partners in the pension sector will facilitate the establishment of a fund through a privately initiated public-private partnership that will purchase eligible invoices from suppliers to the government. The fund will constitute resources from pension schemes, insurance companies, life contracts and deposits. International investors also seeking above market returns will be the source of the funding for this special fund. This fund can be established under the Special Purpose Acquisition Vehicle, SPAC, regulations under the Capital Markets Authority. To make this attractive to investors in the fund, suppliers and contractors will be required to take a haircut, possibly up to 30%, as well as forfeiting the default interest they are entitled to under the contracts for delayed payments to be used as a payment for the financiers. The government should undertake to pay 100% of the payables to the financiers, including the default interest, over a longer payment period through a securitized installment plan. We will further request that the program be considered for tax exemption to be more attractive to investors. This securitized payment plan will ease the financial pressure on the government, allowing it to allocate scarce resources to other development projects. The government will be required to provide an irrevocable standing order issued by Central Bank of Kenya against the revenues, assuring investors the 100% payment of receivables will be made at the agreed time and within the agreed period. This will be achieved by creating a fast charge on both the county revenue funds and the consolidated fund to prioritize payments of the installments to the financiers or the factors. 6, the financiers will issue a debt settlement bond in tranches at the capital markets that will be used to purchase the audited receivables. The debt settlement bond will be listed on the Nairobi Securities Exchange to provide liquidity to the financiers, factors, and increase the participation of other investors. Finally, all payments to suppliers will be made directly to their accounts through the central bank. Your Excellency, on behalf of the pension sector and other partners, we humbly request for a meeting to further discuss these two proposals in detail. Your Excellency, to enable our pension sector to invest in large-scale projects, the pension industry has established a pool investment vehicle. We actually named it the Park Hunters Club. We have come together, Your Excellency, and we had a meeting just the other day at the College of Insurance to agree on this. This is an aggregation vehicle that enables pension funds to co-invest in infrastructure through a fractional ownership approach covering up to 35% of our total assets under management by pension funds, which translates to approximately Kenya 600 billion, allowed by our Retirement Benefits Authority Investment Guidelines, Table G. Following the joint decision that was made yesterday by the trustees and fund managers of the College of Insurance at the H Convention Center, I can confirm, as the convener of that PHC, Your Excellency, that we are open for business with your government for any bankable projects. In closing, we wish to thank you for the support you continue to accord the pension industry, and we assure you of our unwavering support and commitment for the development of our country. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
One more round of applause for Dr. Kili. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, this being an Islamic product, allow me to now invite some remarks from a senior Islamic scholar, and that's Mr. Sheikh Ibrahim Lethome, as we put our hands together for him. He will be followed by the NSE chair, Mr. Kiprono Kitoni. Tumpigie makofi tafadhali. Karibu sana.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, most merciful, most beneficent. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. Allow me to say, like the Tanzanians say in Kiswahili, tukizingatia itifaki, all protocols observed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, that requires an answer because it is a greeting of peace, and we need peace in this country. Your Excellency, it is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today on behalf of a committee that is called the Sharia Advisory Committee of CPF Saleh to make these remarks. Today, we are marking this momentous occasion, the bell-ringing ceremony for the Linzi Sukuk bond, the first Sharia-compliant investment product, not only in this country, but in the region. As we all know, Sukuk is a Sharia-compliant financial instrument that offers a viable alternative to conventional debt financing. This innovative investment offers a powerful platform to mobilize resources, stimulate economic growth, and create shared prosperity. The introduction of the Linzi Sukuk into our market unlocks new avenues for investment, expands our financial toolkit, and paves the way for a more inclusive and resilient economy. Your Excellency, Islamic financial instruments offer an innovative blend of stability and potential growth. They provide investors with medium to long-term opportunities to earn consistent returns while mitigating risks associated with excessive speculation. Unlike conventional financial tools, these instruments are rooted in the principles of shared risk and reward, ensuring that funds are directed towards tangible, productive assets. This approach stimulates sustainable economic growth through a just and equitable system of fairness, transparency, and social responsibility. The Linzi Sukuk is more than a mere financial instrument. It is a beacon of novelty in our markets. This pioneering investment vehicle will make a substantial contribution to Kenya's economic landscape, inshallah. By directing investments towards the construction of over 3,000, I repeat again, over 3,000 affordable residential units for the Kenya Defense Forces, this Sukuk directly addresses a pressing national challenge. the housing deficit. This exemplifies the transformative potential of Islamic finance, demonstrating its capacity to tangibly enhance societal welfare and economic progress. Your Excellency, sir, this landmark event is a testament to the growing recognition and acceptance of Islamic finance in Kenya. It signifies a shift towards a more inclusive and diversified financial environment. We applaud the efforts of the regulators, the Capital Market Authority, the Retirement Benefits Authority, our issuers, and all the stakeholders involved in bringing to life the Linzi Sukuk bond. This alternative provides an opportunity for diversification opportunity for investors who wish to invest in socially responsive investments in Kenya. Ethical finance is not just a niche market, but a viable, sustainable, and profitable approach to economic development. Your Excellency, Sukuk is an alternative investment process. Sukuk as an investment alternative possesses the potential to revolutionize our financial landscape. This instrument empowers financial institutions to optimize their portfolios, manage risk effectively, and generate Sharia-compliant returns. And it is a testament to the compatibility of Islamic finance with contemporary economic realities. Let us therefore commit ourselves to nurturing this burgeoning industry by fostering innovation. As an example, in South Africa, the city of Johannesburg issued a Sukuk bond worth $500 billion to support urban infrastructure development, specifically targeting improvements in public transportation and waste management. If they made it, why not Kenya? In Dubai in 2009, the Dubai Metro Sukuk bond was issued to fund the expansion of Dubai Metro network, enhancing the city's public transport infrastructure. In Malaysia, the Kuala Lumpur International Airport Phase 2 issued a Sukuk in 2013. They issued it to finance the expansion of their airport, facilitating increased passenger capacity and modernized facilities. In Saudi Arabia, in 2016, Saudi Aramco issued a $10 billion Sukuk to support a range of infrastructure and energy projects throughout the country. If these countries have succeeded, why can't we succeed? I believe, inshallah, we can succeed. Your Excellency, finally, we can play an integral role in nation building. This is just the beginning, and we thank CPF and Liaison for this great step. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this endeavor and grant it success. May He guide us all towards a future where finance is not merely a means to an end, but a tool for building a better world for generations to come. And before I conclude, Your Excellency, it has taken teamwork for us to be here. You heard that there is a team of experts from outside who advised us to ensure that we are Sharia compliant. Internally at CPF, Dr. Kili has put together a team which I lead of Sharia scholars. We are 3 of us. One of us is not here, is a lady. She's Dr. Mwanakitina Bakari. She's not feeling well. She's in Mombasa. And my other colleague is here, Dr. Sheikh Muhammad Shakul, if you could just stand up. We have the expert internally, and Dr. Kili has made the efforts of taking us to Malaysia so that we can also learn how they do it. We also have a young man, I think, thank you.
Your Excellency, the President and the Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, leaders from government, led by our PSS, captains of industry, and may I recognize the CEOs of all listed companies. If you could kindly be upstanding.